Well, hello everyone. Welcome to No Man's Sky. We're still right at the beginning of the quest, the main storyline here. I need to build a base. I don't think I want to do it right here. Let's go see if we can find... I do like this planet, though. It's a nice paradise planet. That's going to be a lot easier to build on. Let me see. I do have launch fuel. That's a good sign. If I can find somewhere that looks like a place I might want to call a house for at least a few minutes. And in all actuality, nothing says that it has to be a long-term base. And since this game has like a 0 survival component, I don't need water or food or... Okay. Sorry. Saw the monolith there. Thought it might be something else. Let's see. Do I want to do it next to a lake? I suppose it can't hurt. Let's see if we can do this here. I think I got enough chromatic metal. I think this plateau right over here will be a nice spot. I mean, it's not like anything truly matters. This is just to get through the quest. It's not to try and get, you know, the huge mega base, home of all homes, built here. It's really just to get this going. One of my favorite one of my favorite creators, Survival Bob, creates what he calls a Bob box. And it's fairly straightforward, so that may be what I end up doing. Let's do a little bit of scanning here while I'm yammering on. So I do want to be able to see the lake. That seems like something that if I was building a real house, I would want that view. I might want that view more. So let us, that is not what I meant to do, build us a base with at least a decent view, even if it's not permanent. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims on this site. Sonar test confirms site is suitable for construction. Yes, we will claim the site. Not too far from something. I did not know that was over there. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to actually put something up here. Oh, we gotta talk to the base computer now. Too busy walking around looking at things. Accessing log from previous owner. Entry follows. Storm sweeping across, but construction supplies low. Depositing shelter plans while need to back soon. Yes, we should extract those plans. All right. And a flower pot, because you need a flower pot. Okay. Something tells me there's a storm headed our way. We're going to end up with something very similar to a Bob box. Yep. Saw that coming.
Base computer online.
I'm out of carbon. We gotta work kind of fast because I think that storm's gonna hurt. Ooh, well, took too long. Now it's hot. Getting hot fast. Oh, that's no bueno. Reminded of Robin Williams, Good Morning Vietnam. You want to know what the weather is? It's hot, it's wet. Good thing in a woman, bad thing in a weather pattern. Work with me, honey.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Well, they're kind of not, but can't get. Oh, I know what I should do. And that is, if you hit your B button, it puts you in the base building camera, which kind of ejects you out into this stuff. And you just use your WSAD keys to navigate it around, and that way you can get a much better look at things. So now we at least have a way to get out of said storm, though we're too dumb. Accessing log from previous user, additional archives recovered. Entry E follows. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby plans logged. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Beginning search. Evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. All right, well, the storm ended. That's a good sign. Need magnetized ferrite, which is what, like the second processing of regular ferrite. And yes, I like to scan. A little bit of money never hurt. And we need carbon nanotube.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
We don't have any carbon, or at least not enough carbon left. We need to get some more. Luckily, the building, or the planet's pretty much built out of it. But then so are most planets. Lots of creatures running around. I keep hearing them. That kind of troubling over there. Right there, because that looks like what would be a storm crystal when the hot, really bad storms get going. That's not a good sign. That means there's extreme storms here. And of course, the hotter you can keep the beam, if you see the temperature indicator in the upper right, the hotter you go, the more material it gets. Go too fast, get too hot, and it stops doing anything and forces you to cool down for a second. So
Technology recharge. Product constructed.
and now we will put down our refiner. First, we have to turn ferrite into pure ferrite, which then gets turned into magnetized ferrite. Yay. Luckily, we only need 40 of them, but I don't have a lot of room left, so. Hi, buddy. Little strange-looking sausage guy. I mean, you probably don't think you're strange looking, but, you know, you've lived with you all your life. Suck in some more carbon. I'm sure we'll need it at some point. Yeah, not the best house. I'll spot you that. It's a box that holds stuff. Oh, that is the magnetized ferrite. All right. I lost count of where I was and stopped reading. Build our construction unit here. How did I do that? That's not what I meant to do.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Now we need salvage data. Analysis unit online. Diagnostic suggestion. User should recover salvage data from buried technology. Alright, so I have 2 salvage data. Isn't that handy? So what we need is come out here. Nice falcon theme. Know what button I just hit, but I'll bet it didn't help much. In fact, I think I took a screenshot. Not what I meant to do. Alright, well, it's not much, but it's home. So what I want to do now is do this.
Thermal protection falling.
See if we can find some buried technology. Okay, that's the one I'm literally standing on. That's less concerning then. see any, and that's kind of disturbing.
Received.
Copper, paraffinium, damaged machine, copper. I mean, I'm not gonna have a hard time with chromatic metal here, that's for sure.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh. Is there a button that tells me? Gosh, this feels stupid.
Thermal protection falling.
How do I zoom in?
Weather update. Storm clearing. Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay, and so, oh wait, is that it? There's one. It's not much, but hopefully it'll help. Almost always buried. Wow. Try not to step on that guy. Ow. The hell? That one. You. I suppose you think that was funny. I disagree. This is what happens. I was just gonna try and get some sodium over here. Because there's a lot, and it's free. $400 away, 400 away. That one's at least somewhat closer. I'm gonna say close. Closer. So even once we get to, if you're not familiar with it, the space anomaly, which will get introduced to us here fairly shortly. Most of the construction plans, technologies, things you want to do, want to buy, ways to upgrade your ship, stuff like that is all bought with salvage technology. If you can stay out of falling in the cave. Probably should have stayed above ground for just a second longer. Although, it was worth, oh, that was a frigate coming into the atmosphere. So I've ended up chasing these things for quite a while.
Technology recharge.
I had a thought. Clearly, I'd have been wrong. There it is. There would be another one fairly close by, given how the distances as we could see them before. That's a twofer. No idea what that is. That's a new one to me. Let's see. There was another one out here somewhere, fairly near. Ow. Yeah, permadeath, that would have killed me. This is why I don't play on permadeath very often. Well, in fact, not pretty often works out to never. Was only worth one. That's kind of disappointing. And I need more ferrite to make my metal plating. Don't know why I shot carbon when I said what I need is ferrite. And because it never hurts to have that. Well, of course it is. No, really, it is. So that's hard to feel bad about. So not only does it want me to build the teleporter, which is a very valuable thing to have, I need to build a way to power it, which is the bioreactor. One of the least efficient ways to generate power. I'll take that back. It is the least efficient way to generate power. Haha! Saw you first this time. Would really like to know where they're going. Kind of afraid to find out what those actually are. Anyway, get back here to ye olde Bob box. 'Cause it's really not. So we will put our teleporter. Oh, I need to actually make the metal plating. Well, that's already being taken. That runaway mold. As soon as I put my refiner back down. get turned into...
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Anyway, sorry, lost my train of thought. That runaway mold will get turned into nanites, which are nice to have, and you can use to buy a lot of other things with. And seems like you just never have enough of them. What we did do, and use D.
Product constructed. Product constructed.
I still need more ferrite. Luckily, we've got some coming. Okay, so that's going to be a minute. We're going to have much better time getting out here. Killing this plant before it does damage to me, because that's, I just still can't find that funny. Take these little, what looks like dog poo piles, and turn them into ferrite dust. Once you have the pile of them there, you just hit E, it makes more of them. Need 2 nanotubes, space teleport module. Alrighty. So we're ready to do this again, or at least try it. Ah, so little accomplished. Take forever to get through this. Alright, now we have to analysis unit online. Indicate desired research path. Buildable technology. Because I need a bioreactor. And we will want electrical wiring, because that has to happen. We'll really wish we had a battery soon. Got 3 of those. Ah! I missed my door, and now I can't get to it. Because that'll make you feel like a chump. So we build our biofuel reactor as soon as I make some plating.
Product constructed.
So now we try this again. All right. Let's select the furnace tank. Advanced. Alrighty, okay. High capacity electrical wiring used. Trying to get rid of some of these exclamation points, and they're just no fun. And I know, for instance, that these marks there mean that there is a secondary version of that. And I don't know how to activate it so that I can see the other It's part of the endurance update. You don't have to use the contextual building. Let's see what structures tells me. Oh, okay. So this is where we learn pieces, parts, which is nice. And going to want almost all of these. Stone, alloy, core. Don't need a battery yet. So, if you remember, it is grab a pile and then use C to take it down, because whatever I put in there will stay.
Technology recharge.
We only have the one place to go, so. Alrighty. I keep putting us back in this loop, and I am so sorry about that. Some days the wheels just grind on each other.
Base computer online.
Summoning requires fuel from the launch thruster. Yes, it does. And I can't even begin to tell you how many times that's kicked my ass. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry F follows. Scanner detected unusual broadcast, repeating 16 from the space station. Warning, end of archive. Records interrupted. The base computer archives have reached their end. It seems there is nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed to the space station. Yay! Investigate the space station. Woo! And because it's a space station and it's our first time going, we get the cool music. And I'm just going to let us soak that in for a second. Barrel roll my butt so I'm facing right way up. Put that center in. And yeah, we're going to enjoy the whole ride. It's 5 seconds. I think we can make it. Then I'm going to just shut up and let the music play. It only plays it the first time you come into the space station, so I always enjoy hearing it. And now we need to talk to 3 of the fine creatures here. Whichever are the first 3 you talk to will be part of the quest, but you can't talk to them anymore, so don't talk to the merchants. And oh, nope, other side. So friend Gek. The alien squeals as I approach. They seem excited to see me, though I cannot understand their babbling tongue. Perhaps they would recognize the signal mentioned by the base computer. A look of surprise crosses the life form's face, and they release a strange smelling gas. This appears to signify our conversation is over. How about your buddy? Maybe friend. The alien looks at me expectantly. They are clearly waiting. They are clearing, waiting for something. Perhaps they know the one who came before me. Startled by my question, the life form emits a dramatic squeak. Though I do not recognize the words, the shake of their head is unmistakable. Not a single word I speak. The life form chatters away, assessing me with beady, inquisitive eyes. But when I blink, I see that same red light that stared at me at the distress beacon. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logged directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away, and I see the life form blinking at me expectantly. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have seen it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make something of the code. Oh, we can use the teleporter because it doesn't need to be powered to go back. The little cubes and stuff, or the little cubes on the tables. My little radiant pillar. Do I have any money? I've got 21 grand. But, oh. Just left the side that has the... Sometimes these have nanites, sometimes they have navigational data. So that is navigation data. You use navigation data to buy maps for things that become much, much more important here in a while. This is also navigational data. If I can get lined up on it correctly. Sorry. And see you. No, it is this guy. Free inventory upgrade, always a plus. I want to get to this trade terminal and sell, see if I have what I can sell. Make this just the best trip it's gonna be. See, like, I think this is... No, that's not the same guy I spoke to. Well, let's get in here. Don't need salt just at the moment. Magnetized ferrite, I probably don't need a whole lot of right now. Cobalt is mostly good for selling at this point. I will want... a lot of ferrite dust. And I can't buy that much copper. Oh, wiring looms. I'm gonna want those. Can I afford those? I can't even afford one of those. Seems like a hell of a fight brewing over here. Alright, only have the one base, so we're going there. I don't know if the duration of this warp is computer speed based, so it needs to load, network based because it needs to download. Mostly, I guess, doesn't truly matter because, well, here we are. Archives terminated. Select new task. Begin decryption. Decoding 16, 16, 16. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. Let's take this ship. Though, alright, what I do want to... I need a metal plating.
Product constructed.
So it says it's 20 seconds away. The higher your altitude, the faster you go, or relative to the ground, the faster you go. At that far away, I was afraid of doing that. Ah, the crashed freighter. Free parking is the best parking. If you land in landing zones like that, taking off does not require launch fuel. Wings of the Anomaly. Log damaged, partial records available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter, colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. Request the log. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. I pull the blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Need a microprocessor. That's gonna be tough. I don't have the recipe for that yet.
Technology installed.
Luckily, I have the chromatic metal. And it reminds me to put these, at least in here.
Technology recharge.
Tritium, fuels, pulse drives. Alright, so system tells me I need 95,000 credits or units, dingle hoppers. So we get stuff to sell, I guess. Seems like the best thing to do. Since I don't see Fesium, which is fancy for poo. Luckily, we don't have sentinels. Those things are a pain in the ass. So mostly it's just pillage and burn here for a little bit. Weapon depleted.
Technology recharge.
At least they told me how much money I'm gonna need. That's so much help. Could have been far, far worse, right? That's 16,000 there. We won't get quite that, because you never do, because none of the stations pay out 100%. Well, salvage data seems to be worth more than that, so we should get some more of that. I mean, I hate to sell it, but and that is a controlled fall.
Technology recharge.
Ooh, they're strafing the ground over there. You suck. That was beyond not cool. Where did my Wheelie Whopper go? Already have you identified. The is an important word to know. Let's see what this is. Glowing mineral. That's 25 grand. That's not bad. I mean, like I said, it won't be that full amount, but better than a sharp stick in the noodle. All right. Let's see what we can do. And why does it think I have 14? Whatever. It says I have 14. I shouldn't have 14 yet. So I am going to head back to the base, and I will have you guys rejoin me there. And almost there. Oh, nice. Maybe they have what I need to buy. Base is right over there. Rather than go up to the space station, let's check this out. And if you couldn't hear me through the spaceship engines... Ow! Ass! Stop getting grabby. Explode a plant. I am not in favor of that. All right, let's come down and see what they got going on here. First, we will come over here.
No free slots in suit inventory.
Full of everything. It's okay. Looking to sell, not buy. Cool part about those boxes, they give you nav data, nanites, and they act as a hard save. Get your nanites in here. It's not a lot, but hey, every dollar counts. Ever get a chance to hear the Great White North album with Bob and Doug McKenzie? I have an interview with Geddy Lee of Rush. And they said, well, you did talk to our attorney, right, about payment? And Geddy Lee's response is, oh, yeah, you know, $10 is $10. That's kind of where I'm living. $10 is $10. Ooh. Hey, look, strange bush. You gotta fondle some bush. Only 2 of them. What do you got, my man? I need to purchase a component or 3. Oh, well, you won't let me do that with what I have. You know what? Let me get... Nope, nope, don't go wandering off on me here. How many do I need? Do I need... Technology merchant Ritsatar's wares include blueprints for craftable technology as well as many of the components required to craft them. Friend. Blah, 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 blah.
Units received.
Not willing to give you all of those. I am willing to sell you all of those. Sell you 5 of them.
Units received.
For a cool $250,000. And now...
Product received.
I'll buy you out of those. I'm gonna want that.
Product received.
Suppose you have any antimatter. Yeah, probably not. Ooh. Is it better? Let us compare. Oh, it is so much better. It is so much expensive. I cannot afford it. I need 5 of them bad puppies. So now, where's my base? I lost my base. Oh. Oh, yeah. Merchant hit 209,000 bones. Nice. I don't have the little Australian guy, but imagine I just put it in. We'll get back over here. I just wanted some carbon to put in the base power generator here. Make sure I had something to use so we can get to the base, star base. Why can't I think of it? Space station. Jesus, English. Do I speak it? Huh. It seems to still be powered. Well, that's a bug. Right on. We'll get in here.
Product received.
El Staro Shippo. And this, my friends, seems like a really good place to start. We will start looking for antimatter in the next episode. And I really appreciate you guys stopping by. I hope this was entertaining. If it was, please give us a like and a subscribe. And I will see you around. Have a good one.